of concern. But we're about to move them all in here, and can't wait to see this star in action, Kaying Rising. Fingers crossed it's a cleanly run race. Paul, just quickly, the pace of this race, what do you think is going to happen?
Yeah, there's a lot of pace in this race. So I thought Beauty Waves could lead. He led when he set the track record last time. Co-partner Prance will kick up from his inside. Victor the Winner likes to go forward. The other horse that likes to go forward, bottom up together. Now, Kaying Rising, I don't think he want to be chapped away on the rail, so I think Zach's going to be positive and sort of one out and one back, and if he does, that'll be a perfect position for him.
As you can see, the rain has now got quite heavy here at Sharpton. He's at 1-1 in the market for the race that he won last year, the HK SHA Chief Executive Cup, Kaying Rising. He went unbeaten in 8 last season. He kicks this season off here, the world's best sprinter with race caller Mark McNamara.
Thank you, Tom, and he's about to move in. Kaying Rising, he was beautifully relaxed with the lead pony all the way around to the gates as Beauty Waves, the Happy Valley track record holder, goes in next to him, and Magic Control will be the last. 1.1, Money Lucky with you. Money, Beauty Waves, Place Money, Victor the winner. Kaying Rising. They're racing. He was about 3rd or 4th out, Kaying Rising, but Zach is going to speed through the centre and he's in front. Bottom up together a second. Harmony and Blessed wide, co-partner Prance on the rail, and Beauty Waves is in the middle of horses. Then came Victor the winner from Lucky Swainess, Raging Blizzard. They were followed by Lucky With You, and then came Devano and Gorgeous Win and Magic Control, the last trio. Bottom up together's now taken over to lead Kaying Rising, who sits 3/4 to his outside. A length away third, Harmony and Bless from Beauty Wave, sneaking past him on the rail. 1 length away, Victor the winner. Then came co-partner Prance, Lucky Swainess, Raging Blizzard. And next to turn is Gorgeous Win. Bottom up together, 3/4 over Kaying Rising. They've cleared out 3 lengths to Beauty Waves, and then came Lucky Swainess. The rain shaken at the world's best sprinter, and Kaying Rising, he put 2 lengths on bottom up together. Then Lucky Swainess and Beauty Waves, but it's Kaying Rising well clear. It's an easy trek to base camp. Now to climb Everest. Kaying Rising beat home Lucky Swainess, Devano and Gorgeous Win. Then came bottom up together, co-partner Prance, Raging Blizzard, Beauty Waves, Victor the winner, Harmony and Blessed, Magic Control and Lucky With You. 1-1. Kaying Rising, Zach Purton and David Hayes. He's down. He's done it easily. Lucky Swainess, really good run from him at 2.9. He took round off the leader, but Kaying Rising, he was eased. And 10 Devano at 15 spices up the trifectas. Purton, Chung, and also Angus Chung. So Derek Long riding Lucky Swainess, Angus Chung on Devano, but he just shook the reins at him there, Kaying Rising. He responded straight away. Zach looking to see where bottom up together is. Little glance at the big screen to see who's closing, but there's not much work being done on him there. Easing down at the blue part of the rail, and Kaying Rising, Tom, on song. He'll head to Australia, Everest bound. And he's had the perfect racetrack return by 2 1/4 in 107.63.
Thank you, Mark. The course record is 107.20, so he's only just over 4/10 outside the course record here on a good track here this afternoon, and he's won it throttled down by 2 1/4 lengths. Kaying Rising, the world's best sprinter, over Lucky Swainess, who's run a terrific race second, but an outstanding performance. Zach got him across up outside the leader. The pace was good, and we can see the patrol action here with Kaying Rising jumping out of barrier number 4. Beauty Waves there on the inside. You've got bottom up together going forward, and through on the outside, Harmony and Blessed also coming forward. But in those early stages, Jenny, Zach was happy to let one horse go in front of him, and pretty much similar to last season, set up outside the leader with Harmony and Blessed getting fired up, so too Beauty Waves down on the inside.
Yeah, just short on room for a moment there, Beauty Waves as well. He was getting a nice run on the inside, though, as it turned out. But bottom up together leading the field here, and Zach just sitting to his outside and just biding his time, and the horse is just travelling along beautifully. Harmony and Blessed is sitting in 4th. He's under the pump there to the outside, and the widest runner at the back of the field is Gorgeous Win. He actually runs on quite well towards the end of the race as well. Lucky Swainess in those yellow colours. He's the horse that always lays in a little bit. He's not doing it too badly, and the whip in the right hand's obviously going to assist him in going a bit straighter, but the favourite and the champ, Here we go, just so easy, not even touched here, and eased down on the line to run 107.63. What a great effort.
Indeed. Lucky Swainess stay on. Devano's run a super race there through the centre, coming from back in the field, bottom up together there on the inside. But all smiles, as they should be, as they head towards the Everest. The Ka Ying Syndicate, and of course they'll be running in the slot of the Hong Kong Jockey Club for the Everest of 2025 for Paul, and a beautiful tune up there for him this afternoon.
Oh, it was easy, wasn't it? The time was on the clock as well, and I see David Hayes with a big smile on his face, a relieving smile as well for him. He did say he'd be happy when it's over, and it is over now, and the horse has done what he needs to do, and it's off down under now for him, off to Australia for Ka Ying Rising. Good run from Lucky Swainess. Good to see him come back now as a 7-year-old and run that clear second. Devano looks like he's in for a good season there for third, and he's returned 10.50, 10.10, 29.50 for second, and 153.50 for Devano there in third. Quinella 1 and 2, 70.50. The forecast 1 to beat 280. The trio 1, 2, 10, 1,251. The test 1, 2, 10, 2,147. And Beauty Waves a slightly slower way there, and that sort of changed the complexion of the race.
And he got keen too, didn't he, after that?
And then he did get pretty keen after that. So maybe an excuse for Beauty Waves, but take nothing away from Ka Ying Rising off to Australia, Jenny.
Yes, so 2 weeks quarantine here, 2 weeks quarantine when he gets to Australia as well. But he's able to work. He just has to be away from horses doing that. So we wish all the connections all the very best of luck in Australia. And Australia, look forward to seeing this horse. He is something else.
Indeed, he certainly is. And so the Gill trial at Royal Randwick, it's a trial for horses that are engaged in either the Everest or the King Charles, I think from memory, about the 6th or the 7th of October. And then, of course, after that, a week later, the following Saturday, he'll be tuned up, primed and ready to go for the Tab Everest of 2025, which will, of course, be a World Pool event. What price will he start in the World Pool, Paul?
Well, I think early markets had him at a 1.9, actually, out this far out. I don't know if that's going to change after that. But, you know, on that World Pool, he's going to start a lot shorter than that, that's for sure. So, look, if you wanted it on the day, I think you'd probably, I don't know, 1.3 maybe, I don't know, 1.2, 1.3. Something along those lines, maybe slightly bigger with the Australians bidding, you know, with their horses. They'll be keen to put up a big challenge against him.
And he's a horse, they will, I believe, take a companion horse down to Australia with him, Jenny, but he's a horse that doesn't work with a companion horse. He doesn't need a horse to bring him along in that track work, does he? He works by himself. Yeah,
exactly right. And that is Ka Ying Cheer. So he'll be going down and just as a companion with him. And the only thing he has against him, of course, he's got to travel. But, you know, the other horses are there playing on their home turf, of course. But I don't think that'll matter too much. Of course, he had to travel to get here as well.
And he travels to Chung Fa all the time.
Exactly. So he does a lot of it. And, yes, wishing everyone all the very best and the success down there as well.
The different over there will be the race day experience, because he just walks from the stable here, where he'll have to be floated to the track at Randwick from Canterbury, where the quarantine centre is. And he's seen big crowds here in the parade ring, but he hasn't seen big crowds down at the stables, and that's what you do get at Randwick in that indoor stabling complex, because anyone can basically go through there. Yeah,
and it's a huge day, of course, the Everest. They have a massive crowd there. He will attract a huge, he will attract attention himself, but yeah, the crowd is massive as well.
So there he is, Zach Purton. Be interested to hear his feedback. He'll be coming out to the back here shortly for the presentation of the HKSAR Chief Executives Cup. He's done it today with 135 pounds. He, of course, won this race last year with the big weight, and he's been able to do it again. Just take note, we're only 14 minutes away from the first of our races coming out of Korea this afternoon. The Korea Sprint at Seoul Racecourse coming up. It is a rain-affected sand track there, so take note. Self-Improvement is the favourite currently at 3.3. Whether that's slightly under the odds against some of the opposition that he is facing here, that remains to be seen. But take note, we'll have the presentation here at Sha Tin, and then we'll be off to catch up with Alistair Middleton and Joe Kim for the action out of Seoul this afternoon. There's the Right Honourable John Lee, the Chief Executive of the HKSAR. He is here to present the trophy to the Ka Ying Syndicate Connections here with the new Club Chairman Martin Liao there on the left-hand side, who is part of the presentation here for our traditional opening day feature. The next event here at Sha will be race number 4, and that is down the straight 1000, a class 4 race. Race 4, time to go at 2:50. So Ka-Ying Rising, Everest bound, and he'll have a couple of weeks in quarantine and make his way down there. And obviously the Australian Turf Club have invested a lot of money into the quarantine centre at Canterbury Racecourse. And there's been plenty of success out of those quarantine stables there. William Haggis amongst trainers that have regularly travelled down to Canterbury. Here's the presentation of the Chief Executives Cup.
Ladies and gentlemen, the trophy presentation of the Hong Kong SAR Chief Executives Cup will now commence.
各位樂迷大家好，2025至26年度嘅馬季第一場嘅杯賽，香港特區行政長官杯嘅得主已經誕生啦，就由Ka-Ying高升成進呢項嘅賽事啊 ！Congratulations to Ka-Ying Rising winning the HKJC Chief Executives Cup。我哋要再俾呢啲掌聲咧，係恭喜我哋英家馬王Ka-Ying之星啦，Ka-Ying高升亦都係咧，佢係蟬聯咗呢項賽事嚇，亦都係佢咧跨季嘅第13場連勝啦。Congratulations to our Horse of the Year winning this feature race twice, and it's also its 13th consecutive win。喺呢個時候咧，我哋係有請本會嘅主席廖長江先生將特首杯嘅獎杯同埋銀碟交俾我哋嘅頒獎嘉賓，香港特別行政區行政長官李家超先生為我哋頒發俾勝出頭馬Ka-Ying高升嘅馬主就係Ka-Ying團體，我哋由梁生接受㗎。Our club chairman, the Honourable Martin Low, has just handed over the HKSCR Chief Executives Cup trophy, and now the silver dish to our presenter, the Honourable John Casey Lee, the Chief Executive of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region, who is now presenting to Ka-Ying Syndicate, the owner of Ka-Ying Rising。恭喜晒，唔該晒，我哋繼續有請行政長官呢，就係將小型嘅銀瓶啊，頒發俾勝出頭馬嘅練馬師大衛希士。And now our Chief Executive is presenting the silver bar to the winning trainer, David Hayes. Let's take a photo. Congratulations！ 繼續有請行政長官呢，就係將小型嘅銀瓶頒發俾勝出嘅騎師潘頓。And now our Chief Executive is going to present the silver bars to winning jockey Zach Brennan。亦都係我哋嘅冠軍騎師啊！ And of course, now is a great time to have a group photo together。喺呢個時候咧，當然有請台上嘅嘉賓，我哋一齊影翻張大合照啦。To commemorate and capture this very special and happy moment。 好啦，我哋一齊向前方嘅相機 ，Let's kindly look at all the cameras in the front。 Huge congratulations once again to all the winning parties！ 我哋再一次恭喜晒勝出頭馬嘅馬主、練馬師同埋騎師。嚟到呢度咧，香港特區行政長官杯嘅頒獎儀式亦都已經圓滿結束啦。多謝晒各位馬迷客，亦都請大家咧繼續嘅係欣賞我哋餘下精彩嘅賽事，祝大家好運。And this is the end of the trophy presentation. Please enjoy the rest of our coming races and good luck. Thank you.
There we have it, the presentation of the HKSAR Chief Executives Cup, our traditional opening day feature here at Sha, taken out by Ka-Ying Rising for the second year in a row as he now heads towards Sydney, Australia for the 2025 Everest. We'll be shortly taking you to Korea for the upcoming action there. 2:25 Hong Kong time for the Korea Sprint, and over there is Manfred Mann with Jerry Chow with self-improvement. The 6-year-old by deep field. He's got the blinkers being reapplied. He takes on not only the South Koreans but the Japanese with the Sunrise Hawk, and also Tagano Beauty and Chikapa for the Japanese with Yutaka Take riding over there. They've weighed in 2 1/4, 3/4, 17.63, 10.50 and 10.10 for Ka-Ying Rising, 29.50 for Lucky Swain second. The QP 28.50, 1 and 2, 1 and 10, $155, 2 and 10, $926.50. $80 the forecast, 1 and 2. 1 and 2, $80 for that forecast. $4,012, 1, 2, 10 and 11 for the first four. If you had the quartet, Kaying Rising with Lucky Swain S, Devano and Gorgeous Win, $20,183. Wrapping a double, 10 and 1, $77.50. The Zach Purton double, 10 and 2. The consolation, $180. $23.24 for the opening split of the 1,200 metres. $23.24 when standard is 23.6. 21.33 standard 22.25 and 23.06 standard 22.6. 17.63 comfortably inside standard 18.45.